Armen Levack, 1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. And this is a very cool day as you're home for New York sports. Very happy to have on the line right now New York Giants running back Rashad Jennings. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Excellent. Good afternoon, man. Appreciate you bringing me on for a minute.
Well, this is awesome because you're in New York right now because you are going to receive the Commitment to Kids Award at the Children's Expo tomorrow at the Boys and Girls High School, 1700 Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. So great reward for you. Excited to talk about that. But first, I can't let you on the show without asking about your offensive line. I'm sorry, I got to do it. What do you think of them so far since you've had a chance to, in those light practices, line up behind these guys? You got Eric Flowers where Will Beatty once was.
Yeah, everything's lining itself up. You know, I'm excited about this year. One, just because we're going to year two in the same system. I believe last year we implemented a Ben McAdoo system, and now we're running our offense. And that's because everybody's familiar with the playbook. We understand the inside out. There's a lot more command by Eli at the line of scrimmage. But when you're talking about our offensive line, you know, they're quicker. They're seeing everything as instead of more of a checkers, it's becoming a chess match. You know, calling out the blitzes before it comes. You know, all on the same accord with our lingo. And you know, the big bruiser that we got up front, our first round, Eric Flowers. He's going to be a great kid and a great attribute to our team. So I'm excited to watch him, what he can do with pads on.
Now, I know it's hard to project into real game situations, but as of right now, you know, you're a veteran in this league. You've been on multiple teams and teams that run the ball a lot. You're comfortable? You think he's going to be ready to go and fill in for Will Beatty day one?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. As a player going into year 7 in the league, you know, you look around and you try to find those little details of what's going to have a rookie kind of expedite all of the details that he has to learn in order to become a pro. And, you know, Eric is one of the guys that has those characteristics that he can become a pro quick. He's a quick learner. He works extremely hard. He understands the playbook. He's willing to ask questions and take corrections. So with that, plus his skill set, his attitude towards the game, it's going to be fun. And plus, he trains with me during the off season, so I get to kick him in the butt, make sure you're right.
We are joined by New York Giants running back Rashad Jennings, Armen Levack, 1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. Rashad, the addition of Shane Vereen. I'm a fantasy football player. I had you on 3 leagues last year. You did some work for me. As a fantasy owner, because I know that you're still going to get your carries on the field, I know you're still going to be a huge part of that offense. As a fantasy owner, how much does the addition of Shane Vereen scare me away from drafting Rashad Jennings?
It should. You know what? It's funny. This whole entire year, I took a new approach. Anybody who asks me, should they pick me up on fantasy football, I tell them no. And the reason why? Because I don't want to hear it. Listen, I'm focused so keyed in on making this team the best team possible. And if it's a game where I may have to carry the ball 30 times, catch the ball 20 times, or I might not play one snap, it doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to win a championship. So, but Shane Vereen is an excellent player. I think he can run the ball a little bit better than people want to give him credit for. Obviously, we know he can catch the football. You know, he's come in, he's been asking questions. I've been breaking down the playbook for him inside and out. He's going to be a great addition to our backfield, so I'm excited to have him over.
How far has Andre Williams come since last year?
A long way. You know, he's another guy that's come down this offseason and train with me. And he's my little brother. You know, he calls me big bro. I call him little bro. And we do that and say that because we actually mean it. You know, I pulled him aside, you know, last year. And even reminding him this year, I want him to go into, just as well as all our other running backs as well, go into this year with the mindset that they are the starting running back. You need that competition. You need that confidence. And it was fun to watch Dre start to develop that confidence inside of his skill set last year, being his mentor, you know, trying to break down the coverages, the details of pass schemes and how to protect the quarterback's blind spot and to see the game before it happens. It's super cool to watch all of that start to come into place. and he's gonna be a great pro running back, and I'm glad to mentor him along the way.
New York Giants running back Rashad Jennings, Armen Levack, 104.5 The Team. Rashad, are you one of the ones picking on Odell Beckham Jr. about his hamstring?
Picking it? Nah, it's news to me. What you talking about?
No, he went out and he said that some of his teammates are giving him a hard time, razzing him a little bit, trying to get him back out in the field.
Oh man, nice. I mean, I'm sure it's not harsh as one would think. You know, teammates to teammates, we all give each other the worst that we can. But no, Odell's, man, he's a hard-working kid. He's someone who's called me and said he will come down and train with me this offseason in Miami. So, no, yeah, I'm not hazing anybody, but Odell's a great player. He works harder than most people give him credit for behind the scenes. So he's going to be another asset to this team that spreads out the football field. Him and Victor Cruz coming back. So, you know, we're not worried about that. We're worried about when we're on the field playing Sunday, starting the season off against Dallas.
Well, let's talk about Saturday now. Tomorrow, you are receiving the Commitment to Kids Award at the Children's Expo, Boys and Girls High School, 1700 Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. This is a big reward for you, Rashad. How much does this mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me because, you know, where I come from. I tell people a lot, you know, this story because it's true, you know, of me being the short, overweight, chubby kid with glasses and asthma with a .6 GPA average at one point in time, riding the bench my whole high school career, saying that I want to play in the NFL. And, you know, clearly it was a drastic amount of commitment that had to come into play. And, you know, I started taking ownership and responsibility. Stop blaming people. Start looking in the mirror. I was accountable to my family, my brothers, and was able to transfer and kind of get a fresh start. And so for me to be here going into year 7 in the NFL, if anybody would have told me that would be my future when I was a kid, everybody would have laughed. And so for me being at this platform now, knowing that I've never been the guy to roll out of bed with the most talent, the most rounded, educated guy, and now being here, I get to authentically give back and teach. So that quality of it being recognized is kind of honorable. And it might bring me back to tears because it brings me back to where I come from, who I truly am. So, you know, it's not anything that I've done for this award, but it's really cool to be recognized of all the work that you do.
The Rashad Jennings Foundation, RashadJenningsFoundation.com. Tell me a little bit about the foundation itself.
Yeah, so the foundation, man, we really want to inspire youth by making education fun, to provide mentorship for individual success and to promote health and fitness worldwide. And, you know, for myself, again, being that little kid, the things that kind of helped me become the man I am today is growing up with a reading comprehension deficit. The reading was huge. And so I focus on education. I focus on health and fitness, being that overweight kid with asthma and glasses and everything. And I focus on mentorship because if I didn't have somebody come in my life, not to change who I was, but to guide where I wanted to be, I probably wouldn't be having this conversation. So Rashad Jennings Foundation and our entire team dedicates around the clock, implementing programs to help youth and at-risk kids get that opportunity that I had.
That's awesome. New York Giants running back Rashad Jennings. We're your home for New York sports, man. We're rooting for you. We're cheering for you. And, you know, we just established we're going to San Fran to cover the Super Bowl. Let's get your butts there. Let's cover you guys in this big game, man.
Hey, we're going to be there, man. That's the goal. That's where we plan to be at.
All right. Best of luck and congratulations on your award.
All right. Appreciate it.